Hey everybody! What do we have in here? Reaper Squid Smile, hello. Wisconsin Mom, Scalded Sky. I do not think that Hunter ran over Summer with the car, no. Go ahead and hog it up. Yeah, the two guys in Rose's car. Wow, I didn't know. Were those recent unmasking plungers? Yeah, I didn't know that was out there. I really didn't. Okay, Wisconsin Mama. And where's Kate? You guys better get up here. Because I don't want to do this alone. Hi, Rex. Hi, Bob G. Welcome. I think we got some good stuff to talk about tonight. We've been racking our brains trying to solve this thing, so. Hi, Deborah Ann. I'm so glad you could make it. Are you feeling better? Did you get rested up yesterday and today? I'm glad you're home. Oh, good. Okay. So, oh, good. Lots of rest. Yeah, me too. I don't know. Still doing tests and stuff. Can't figure out why I can't breathe. Let's see. Banners. Okay, there we go.
Hi.
Oh, you got it working?
Yeah, I got it working.
Okay.
That was
Peachy. I guess we're rolling then. Hi, Annabelle. What are you laughing about? And where's Kate? She promised that she would come up. Okay, before what?
Am I lagging behind you?
I hear an echo. Do you have StreamYard open? Or hi, Kate. I left the link up above. Do you have
I didn't quite catch that.
I can hear a conversation going on in the background. Do you have the TV on or something? Or do you have YouTube open?
Hold on. Is that better?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I had it open. Sorry, everyone. I'm like, Lisa, you're way ahead of me and I'm way behind.
Oh, Annabelle, thank you. Yeah, I did hit 1,000. That was kind of exciting.
Hi, KU. Hi, Bob. Hey, Deborah Ann. Annabelle.
Hey, you got away. I'm
Hi,
still kind of hearing an echo.
Is it not me?
It's not?
No. It's not me. It's not me.
Kate, do you want to turn your camera off? There we go.
Hey,
there we go.
I can't believe you're up here, girl.
Yeah, I know.
She laughs.
Me neither.
Kate, use panel debut.
Welcome to the YouTube world.
Thank you.
Yeah, get ready for troll attacks.
No, they're all over at shares right now.
Can you guys hear this okay? I kind of hear a kind of an echo. I don't know if that's me.
KU, do you have your TV on behind you?
Or do you have YouTube open? Because I don't. Oh,
You scared her.
what? You're
She,
the one that scared her.
I didn't scare her.
Oh my god.
There she was, and there she isn't.
Is it still echoing?
No, I do not hear an echo.
Okay.
I got something on my computer that will not. I can see the chat, but I can't see all the way down. Hey, Bob. And I'm trying to move it so I can see the chat, but it's not. Whatever. I don't care.
Hi, Teal Girl. Amalu.
Deborah,
Hi.
do you still hear an echo?
I still hear an echo. What is that?
Maybe your mic is too loud, Lisa.
All right. Edit audio stuff. I can't. Okay, shut your camera off, Kate. Oops. Okay, she's back.
Now. Or should be
There we
fine.
go.
You don't hear anything?
No.
Okay.
I think we're okay. Okay, so before we get started on our new theory here, I think I'm still echoing. Okay, I'm going to leave and come back.
Go out and come back in then.
Yep, I'm going to.
Hey, KU, it's just you and me up here now.
Oh my god.
Hi, Wisconsin Mama. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not bad.
No?
No, I'm okay.
Good. It was a good day, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's always good to hear. Oh, there she is.
Okay. All right.
Are you better?
There we go. Yep.
Did you cough it out?
Why don't they say that to me? Okay, so I think we got some pretty exciting stuff to talk about.
And there
Kate,
she
what
goes.
did you do? Stage fright. But first, I saw a couple things come up on different channels today. One was that when Candus said, my husband and Summer's dad. So somebody was saying that meant Summer's dad was someone different than Don. No, she meant that Don was her husband and Summer's dad. Then she said he always provides for us or something. There's not two people. Oh, here she is again. Camera off, or I'm going to put you up there. Okay.
It's okay. I'm sweating. Don't put me up there. I'm sweating.
You're sweating.
Okay, and what was the other thing that I saw today? Just a minute. Hey, Birdie.
KU, are you rocking in a rocking chair?
No. No, I had to go outside to that's my door. That was my door.
Linda, you're still goofy from
Just call me
Wisconsin Mama. You're still goofy from Remain Calm last night.
Well, that was hilarious.
Oh my God, I thought I was going to die.
Oh, I thought I was going to. I was laughing so hard. It was just too funny. It was just too funny. Hi, Birdie. That was a good show last night.
It was. Okay, so the other thing I saw was that when Candus said she called Don and then threw her phone in the back of his truck and called 911 on Candy's phone. So a creator was saying that meant that Don was home at the time. No. Don's truck was there. Don drove his Subaru. He didn't drive his truck. So I think it's funny how people, I don't know, not funny, just muddies the waters, I think.
Well,
Okay, so
everybody has their own opinion or their own theories. You know, they're just, even the small things, they're just trying to put together, you know,
yeah,
to
yeah,
figure out what happened.
just kind of like what we did.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to run down the timeline here of things we know.
Okay, so Lisa, do we want to just warn everybody that this is just our opinion and
Right.
just our theory of what, it's just a theory, everybody. So don't go crazy with it, okay? But they will.
Well, they can go crazy. Yeah, feel free to point out some errors in it because we've gone over it for a week and I think it's pretty sound. Okay, so here's the timeline we were working with, you know, from what various people have said. Approximately 7:30, Don leaves the house. Candus and Summer are still asleep. 8 o'clock, Candus, Summer, and Candy are seen leaving Ben Hill in Candy's truck by the tree trimmers. Hi, Patty A. 8:30, they arrive at Holston, drop Candy off. Hunter calls Candus, or vice versa. I think Hunter called Candus and asked her to come and pick him up. She agrees. Allie gives permission for Hunter to go with Candus for some odd reason. And then she picks up Hunter, goes to the hippie house and the tobacco store, then picks up Candy at Holston when she's done, drops the prescription off at Walgreens. Hi, Connemara, Heather. So the prescription was not an opioid because opioids have to be e-script in Tennessee. And this was a paper script. So they're told it would take 30 minutes. So they go swimming at Warriors. Video taken at 12:21. And that was verified. Yeah, Patty, I thought that Hunter did say that. He texted her. Okay, so the swimming video is taken at 12:21. Then they pick up the prescription from Walgreens at 1:29. So that's over an hour. What were they doing there? I don't know, there's some extra time. Then they go to Sonic. Summer's seen at Sonic, laughing, according to the manager. They did not get any food. That was at 2 o'clock. Slushies were buy one, get one half off. Then they step across the street at Priceless, allegedly. In the store approximately 30 minutes. More than 5, but Candus said anyway. Okay, then she drops Hunter off at 2:45 to 3. Then allegedly goes back to Ben Hill, a 35-minute trip, arriving home at 3:30. Okay, then the Wells script, plant flowers, eat peppermint, wash hands, nap, Summer goes missing. 4 o'clock, Fred leaves Ben Hill. 4:30, Candus seen going up Fred's driveway by Chad Arnold. 5:30, Don gets the call at work that Summer is missing, according to his coworkers. 6:23 is the first 911 call. 6:26, Don calls 911. 6:32, dispatch call goes out. And then law enforcement arrives at 7, followed by Don and Andy both come home then. Anybody have any corrections to that? Hi, Birdie. I'd have to look that up. Do you live in Tennessee? I was pretty sure the law was passed before that. Where did Kate you go again now? All right, I give up.
Hi, Patty. So
I don't know. Okay,
Hunter says that he texts Candus that morning.
right. I thought that was the way it was. He texted her, called her, and asked if she'd come pick him up.
Right. What county was Don in when he called 911?
It was a different county because I know they had to transfer him to. He was. I don't know. Does anybody know?
Birdie says
I know it was a different. It wasn't Hawkins County. Maybe. Where was he? Joan. Okay, Washington. Thank you, ML. Yeah, because then they had to transfer him to the Hawkins County 911. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was definitely at work. All right, Kate, you. All right. Hi, Palm Patrol. Welcome.
Hi, Pom. Yeah, we miss you.
I keep wanting to call you by your real name, Wisconsin Mama. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think it really matters what she got, actually. What medicine, because I don't think that figures in with anything, in my opinion. Okay, so let's go to our theory. Where's it, Beth Ann? I don't see it, Beth Ann.
I don't see Beth Ann. I was just looking for it too.
Who's Beth Ann, Palm Patrol? Is this someone that's got me blocked? I don't see Beth Ann in chat.
She meant Deborah. Hi, Deborah.
Oh. Okay. Oh, Deborah Ann. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. All right. So here's. Oh, no problem. Okay. So here, just a minute. Let me get a little drink here.
I can hear you.
Of my twisted tea.
I can hear you.
Hi, Anastasia. Oh, Deborah Ann. I kept disconnecting. Oh, yeah, it does. Yep. It does leave noise. Okay, so here is our theory. We've put together things that people had said, things that people saw, and what could have happened during that time from 3 to 6:30. And so here's what we came up with. Obviously, something happened at the swimming hole that triggers Candus, because she got extremely upset. Remember, she said it smothers her. And then at the vigil, she got all upset. Something really triggers her there. So I thought, it's kind of obvious something happened there, isn't it?
Well, yeah, because when she was at the water hole with Chris M, she says to him, "This is where everything goes into slow mode."
Yes. And it smothers me.
Yeah.
And then at the vigil, she really reacted.
Yes. When she saw them down there at the vigil, she reacted. She reacted, and she was crying at the water hole. When she saw them at the water hole, that's when she started crying.
So, yes, something happened there. But obviously, when they were swimming at 12:21, nothing happened. Because, okay, Palm Patrol, you're with us here. Because they were seen on camera at Walgreens, according to Chris M, and at Sonic, according to the manager, who talked to 3 people I know and confirmed that. It was at 2:00. So, well, I don't know, Annabelle, because if she was giggling at Sonic, It's possible, but that's pretty rare. And, Hunter, he posted that he lied and she never really went underwater on Facebook, but then he quick deleted that. So I don't know. Okay, so Patty Ann, I'm not sure.
Well, that
I know there was.
scary.
I think it's more Candus is like mentally 15, so she was just hanging with her homie, I guess. Is that what I mean to say? But did you see Don's video? He walked right to the water hole. I wouldn't say I didn't like him. I wouldn't say that on here because we don't talk bad about other graders. But I didn't see a rope swing in any time I've seen that. Oh, Annabelle.
Well, so Annabelle, let me explain to you. Is that when he was interviewed by Chris Allen, they had already figured that he had heard something on Facebook about her dry drowning. And that's why he was saying that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And okay, part of our theory is that, of course, the milk jug video was not taken that day. So
Absolutely not.
I think we've pretty much established that if anybody wants us to go over the reasons, but yeah, so you have to believe that. Okay, so here we go.
Right.
So they dropped Hunter off approximately 3 o'clock. Okay, so here's our theory, and this is just alleged. Yeah, exactly, Patty Ann. Dry drowning isn't something that most people know about. It's actually usually called laryngospasm. And yeah, Hunter wouldn't know. He also didn't know anything about the milk jugs. So do we have confirmation anyone saw Summer when dropping H off? Leslie claimed that she saw Summer. And she said that the cops told her that they had the video from a camera on the pole across from Allie's house. Hi, Mars. Okay, so here we go. Just go with us. Have an open mind here. And I don't think anybody's thought of this before, but obviously we have a huge chunk of time here for something to happen. So, and if something happened at the swimming hole, Candus wasn't driving the Subaru in that video. Exactly, Bob. That's coming up again, too. Why is that coming up again?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. So what if, Candus, didn't Hunter want to come back to the house and Candus told him, no, you're not coming to the house? So she dropped Hunter off and then went back to the swimming hole. I don't know if Summer wanted to swim some more, or was Candus meeting someone there? Was she doing some type of drug deal? What was she doing there? So a Warriors employee said the truck was parked there all day. It obviously wasn't because it was seen at Walgreens and Sonic. But what if they saw it there twice and just assumed it was there the whole day? They were working, so they couldn't keep an eye on it the whole day, right? They said they saw the truck in the parking lot a little before 3:30. So they could have seen it at 12:30 when they were swimming the first time, and then 3:30 when Candus was back there.
Yeah.
So then Hunter also allegedly said he saw Candus speeding through Rogersville at around 3:30 after she dropped him off. So, why did she insist the milk jug video was at 3:09? What happened at 3:09? Why did she need that particular time alibied? So I'm thinking something happened at the swimming hole after 3. Did Summer drown? I think she drowned. Was Candus buying or selling drugs? Did she leave Summer to swim?
And was talking to
hi, Kathy Marsh. Yeah, did she leave Summer swimming while she did whatever it was she was doing? And Summer drowned then because Summer couldn't swim. So Candus left her there and did something in the parking lot or the woods or who knows.
It doesn't take that long for a child to drown.
No. No, babies drown in tubs all the time if they're left unattended.
Right.
Oh, yeah, Patty Ann, it was. It was taken either the 4th or the 6th. Yeah, it definitely wasn't taken that day. Okay, so, or I don't know, I don't think someone could have abducted her from there. I think she drowned. Okay, so that would explain why Candus is triggered by the swimming hole. Why Hunter saw her heading for home at 3:30 in town, because obviously she wasn't at home then. Okay, did Summer have a dead or dying did Candus have a dead or dying Summer with her when she was seen speeding through Rogersville? She probably, maybe, allegedly didn't call 911 because she didn't want to admit why she was there and that she left Summer alone because she would definitely be responsible for that.
Yeah, she would have to admit to Don why she was there. If she was doing something that she shouldn't have been doing something in the water hole, then she would have to admit to Don. And, she's not going to do that. Exactly, Bob. Exactly.
What did Bob say? Oh, yeah. Okay, so then, so she leaves for home at approximately 3:30. Hunter sees her speeding through Rogersville. So I'm assuming she called Don then. She would have had to because she can't think of anything for herself. So then Don told her to get rid of the drugs. If she left Rogersville at 3:30 and got home around 4:10 or so, that would give her time to gather up the drugs. She was seen by Chad Arnold going up Fred's driveway at 4:30. She also told 2 other people she took drugs over there at 4:30. Fred was not home then because Fred left at 4. And Fred and Laura also supposedly saw when they left, after they left at 4, saw Candus heading towards home. So that makes sense if she didn't get home until about 4:10, which is about the time it would have taken her.
Right.
So that would give her time to gather up the drugs, walk them over to Fred's. Did she put it in the backpack? Was that the backpack that, was dropped off at Fred's? And then, what else was she doing until she placed the call to Don at work at 5:30, which was the time that his coworker said he got the call, the official call. And then why did he not get home until 7, a little after 7?
Yeah.
So did Candus, meet Don halfway somewhere and then he went back to work? Or did she leave Summer's body somewhere for Don to come and get after he left work at 5:30? He would have time to get her and take her somewhere and still get home at, 7:05 or whatever. The cops did see him drive up in the Subaru, so he was in the Subaru. And where was Candy this whole time? She would have had to have been with them, because there's no time before that for her to take Candy home, because from the swimming hole in Sonic there, it's about, I think, 40 minutes to One Dead Bend Hill. So she would have had to go there and come back. There's no time for that before we think Summer drowned. Yeah, I think she had to take her somewhere. She had to take her and meet Don somewhere, or... Hi, Kmar. So let's discuss. Where was Candy? Candy knows something. And then what about the swimsuit? People said that swimsuit looked brand new. That's still available all over the place, that same swimsuit. Candace could have bought. I think Summer died wearing the swimsuit at the pond, drowned. And then Candace bought a new swimsuit, allegedly. Or opinion.
Let's go to what brought us from there to here. Okay. It was the water, her reaction when she's around the water. The swimsuit. The swimsuit was kind of like a dead giveaway for me, because law enforcement, or LE, TBI, and FBI, I mean, especially the FBI, they're top notch. They are not going to leave a missing child's swimsuit in the yard. They're not.
But I do think that, and Candace said they used a sock that she dug out of the dirty laundry. So,
okay,
I mean, that could have been anyone's scent.
Well, if I'm going to throw my sock into the dirty laundry with other laundry, it can have anybody's scent on it. It doesn't necessarily mean,
right.
It's going to have Summer's scent on it.
Hi, Nana for life. Yes. And then later she said that they used that jacket. Well, the jacket I don't think figures in, and why she had the jacket was because Summer didn't have that on that day.
So they said that there was a pillow in the back seat.
Hi, Reapers.
Where did that missing pillow go?
Oh, Emmylou, yes. I don't know. I don't know. That just sounds kind of hokey to me. I don't know. Maybe the pillow's still in Candy's truck, for all we know.
Well, I don't understand why, logically, the FBI or the TBI would leave her swimsuit laying out in the yard.
Yeah, I don't think they did. Well, that was Candace's excuse for why she still had it. She said that they used that for the scent and then threw it in the yard, and she picked it up. That was her reasoning for why she had it to put in the box.
Yeah, they would have you're right, Patty. They would have taken a lot of that stuff into evidence.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah, it could have been anyone's. And if it could have been Candace's.
And
I don't know. Then later, Don went over to Fred's to try to get the drugs back, and Fred, of course, wouldn't give them to him. So now Don and Fred are at war.
He had
And Don was seen over there. So
he totally
I don't know.
that. Yes.
Yes, Ellie would have kept the swimsuit. Yeah, if there was a swimsuit there when they were there. Or
yes,
when did
right.
did Candy and the pillow was Candus. She said that her mom didn't like the seats wet, so Summer had to sit on a pillow on the way home. Now, if she changed out of her swimsuit, she wouldn't have to sit on a pillow. And, that's why the milk jug video, nothing about that lines up because, where Hunter said he was sitting and where he moved the milk jugs and everything, that's not where things are in that. I think that's the food pantry because there's a box there next to the milk jugs that looks like the food pantry box. They had that COVID food program for families. I think that's what that was.
I believe that
because the Priceless didn't even carry that brand, Prairie Farms, right?
TBI has stated this case is outside the norm, allegedly.
I think they know what happened.
I think they know what happened too. So, our theory that we presented to you tonight is what could have allegedly maybe happened. That she drowned, went back a second time, and she drowned, and it's a cover-up. Now, Lisa, what about the boys? Let's answer that question. So, according to, I'm just going to say it. According to JSB, she said that the boys said Summer was outside. Okay. And then Ronnie Lawson said the boys said that Summer was outside. But did the boys really see her? Was she just, were they just told that Summer was outside? Is maybe that's what they're going with, the boys saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or they just assumed she was outside because Candus came home without her and came in the house.
Right. Right.
I don't know. We don't know what the boys said. And I know somehow it's going around that she was seen walking away from her house. On the official TBI fact thing on their website, it doesn't say that she was last seen walking away from the house. No. It said she was last reported by her mother to be seen walking away from the house. So that came from Candus. And that's the only person that said that. So
you're right, Patty.
No.
Leslie said that she had been seen walking away.
No. She said no one has said that.
Yeah. Here's the thing. And I say this kindly. That yes, I believe the boys were gaslighted. I believe that they were told that Summer was outside. I believe that the boys did not even see Summer.
Yeah, I don't think they did either.
I don't think, in my opinion, that Summer even made it home that day.
No. I think you're right, and people said that all the time. But until we thought maybe she went back to the swimming hole, because I just swear something happened there.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's ever gotten a reaction from Candus is that swimming hole. But yet we know that she made it away the first time, so it only makes sense if she went back. Maybe that did have something to do with the text that Hunter supposedly saw on her phone. Maybe it's done. Maybe that was somebody hiding the drugs somewhere at Warriors. I don't know, that just all makes sense with all the different pieces of information out there that explains why the person at horse camp thought the truck was there all day. You know, if it was there for an hour, half an hour at 12:30, and then she saw it again at 3, between 3 and 3:30, she could have thought it sat there all day. I mean, she was working that day.
Yeah, and they haven't changed their mind about that at all down there.
Yeah, Bob, I think they absolutely, if the boys knew anything, would have told by now.
Yeah. But that's just the thing, is that we don't know that. But the phone call, when Don called her that afternoon, well, H says that Don called her, but Don isn't he denying it?
Hi, Kenneth, Lily. Actually, Bob, I think it was on Shears, said he was going to ask for the first 911 call to be released. Well, they asked him if he would, and he's like, yeah, well, like he didn't really say he was going to. And I still think that was the middle boy that called the first time. Because on the dispatch, at first she said a family member reports. Mom went for a walk, and Summer was 4. So that just makes more sense. So I think that's why they're not releasing it. And I think Don knows that. He doesn't want to release it because that would mean Candus didn't call 911.
Right. Did you see what John Taylor wrote? So Candus is saying that Summer stripped completely off and ran into the bush, or the abductor took her clothes off. How the hell has Candus got the clothes when she apparently was wearing? How does that work?
Well, that's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying. She wasn't wearing those clothes. Well, she was wearing the swimsuit and got disposed of in the swimsuit, and then allegedly bought a new swimsuit.
Right, Annabelle.
Because that was sold at Walmart. You can still, that's available all over on the internet for like $14.
Annabelle says, remember Don said he was going to work late because Candus was doing stuff. What made him think of that? What made him think they would be so late?
That's a good point, too.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. The CPS leak from Ziggy, that was fake. That was a friend of Leslie's, I believe, because nobody had scabies. There was so much misinformation in that. That was debunked pretty quickly. Also, the story from Benny that they were supposed to take Summer and the youngest boy, and he got away, and they saw him slit Summer's throat. Remember that? And he was so traumatized he couldn't talk. Yeah, that was all fake too.
Yeah, but I mean, that was horrible to come out and say that.
That was horrible. And you know where that started? On Discord. That's why I said Discord is Satan, honestly. I've never seen anything good. I'm on Discord for gaming, but as far as chatting, no. I was in a Discord group once. I did not say anything in there because everybody starts fighting, and everybody in their screenshots everything everybody else says. Everybody does, every time. And then they all start fighting, and then they all go out and put everything you ever put in Discord out on the internet. So that's where that thing with Benny, that was from Discord. Actually, the one with Kay was Viggy Valero. That was from Discord. It's just nasty there.
You know, Bob, you're right. If something did happen, maybe they did take the swimsuit, her, wrapped her in a blanket. That's where the pillow went, But
could be.
Whatever anybody does, you post a water video of that to Candus, and I can guarantee you she's going to be bawling her eyes out. Something.
Yeah, she doesn't. Something. Yeah, she does not like.
And
She,
I understand that Candus has been, in Don's words, stabbed in the back. You know, she's trusted too many people and too many people have burned her. You know, okay, I get that. But the thing is, Don, you were not there. According to you, you were not there. But why are you the one telling the story? You were not there. He wasn't there. Right, Lisa? According to Don, he was not there.
right,
Yeah.
right. Well, he was at work. His coworkers saw him get the call at 5:30. Two of them said he got the call at 5:30. He loaded his tools in the Subaru and went home. Except that he said he drove like a bat out of hell, which I believe he did. But
Hey, girl, I miss you too.
hey, Seashore Girl, see you on the flip side. We got a lot of people in here. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Did I say hi to everybody? Kenneth Lilly. So
No, nobody knows, but like I said, these are just our theories, and you're right. Candace is not going to talk.
no, she never will.
I think it's part of it is like he is not going to let her talk. He runs the show. He has the show.
Well, Candace can't be trusted to think up anything, I don't think. Don's got more experience. Candace, is not the sharpest crayon in the box, I guess I just say. Not to be mean, but I mean, I think that's a fact. She acts like a 15-year-old. Seriously, that's, or somebody that is away from home for the first time and goes crazy. Don's got a con mentality. Don's been around the block and he knows he can think of that stuff.
Well, he can, but I mean, there's only so many people you can fool, right? Bertie has a question. Do you believe when Don Wells said TBI asked him about seeing some, I think it's seeing Summer, and he believed that. Do you think TBI said that to him? It's possible they did. Oh, selling. Sorry. Thank you, Bertie. Do you believe
No,
no.
I don't believe that for a minute, because if they had planned to get rid of her, they would have gotten rid of the drugs and everything beforehand. They wouldn't have needed to scramble around, clean things up, stall. They could have just called 911 immediately if that was the fact.
Well, and now that there would have been a money trail. There would have been a money trail if they had sold her. I just don't believe that if they had sold her, that they wouldn't be on YouTube asking for money. I mean, they may be good, but they're not that good.
Yeah, Don said he took lunch around 3 to 3:30, so I don't know. I think it's more likely she dropped her off somewhere after she drowned. If people see her speeding towards home at 3:30, and she was back there at 3. I think she left somewhere, and then Don, he had an extra 45 minutes in there. I think she's pretty close to home. There's not a lot of time for them to take her too far. Don has done everything since day one to convince everyone that they'll never find Summer. Don't bother to look. She's gone far, far away. She's in Mexico. She's here. She's there. He's trying to lead people away from Ben Hill.
Yeah.
Don't look around here.
No,
Don't look around Kingsport and Rogersville. She's not here. She's far, far away. They don't want anybody digging around close to home.
Oh, I feel so bad for those people that are out there in the woods, I just feel so bad. It's like he's talking. It's almost like he wants to say, don't even go out there because she's not there. You're wasting your time. I know where she is.
Yeah. Hey, see you on the flip side. because allegedly the middle boy that I think called 911, he was the trusted one and had a cell phone. And he was also the one that was supposed to watch Summer. I think that was the story, that he called Don and told him that someone was there. But that doesn't make any sense anyway, really. Who would have been around there touching kids? That doesn't make sense. Does it?
No, and if you had, if you called
Touching
your
what?
wife, if you called your wife and said, "Hey, just called and said there's somebody up on the hill trying to touch one of the boys," why would the boy call Don? Why wouldn't they call mom? That is closer than dad.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then Don would have called Candus and said, "Get home right now. There's somebody up on the hill. Get home right now." That
It
makes
doesn't make sense, because why would they say somebody's on their land touching little kids? The only little kids there were the three boys, and they were inside playing video games all day. So
yeah.
that story doesn't even make sense to me.
I mean, like some mothers that would be at work would drop everything and leave, you know. But you just don't call dad and then not call mom when mom is closer. That it just doesn't. It doesn't work in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that whole story's odd. I don't know where that came from, and Don's now denying that ever happened. He said that's ridiculous. Of course, I don't trust anything Don says because it's a lie.
No, I don't believe anything he says.
And yeah, DCS did not kidnap their kids for money. Now he's even saying that he thinks they might have kidnapped Summer. Come on, Don.
Can I just say something about that, Lisa?
Yeah,
Because
go ahead.
I want to say something in somebody's chat. I get blocked for saying it. So here's the thing, is that Don and Candus, and I'm not saying that they didn't love their kids, because they probably did, because they were their children. But they are known drug addicts and alcoholics. Life was good for them. You know, it was easy peasy up on the hill. Nobody bothered them. They could party when they wanted to party. The kids were just doing their thing. You know, they thought life, the boys, and I'm sure the kids thought everything was normal up there. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So then, so somebody calls CPS on them, and they've been involved in their lives for, I don't know, a month, maybe 2 months before Summer come up missing.
Yes.
Summer comes up missing, and now we have Don that's blaming CPS for taking his children. No. Here, I don't know if there's a troll in here or whatever that belongs and talks to Don and Candus, but give them a little message to them from me. Your kids got taken away because of your drugs and alcohol. You need to own up to your own mistakes.
Exactly.
And
that's exactly why they were.
Yes, and do the drug court and do everything that the judge orders you to do, and you might have had a chance to get your children back. But instead, you go to, oh, I'm going to take a different route and blame CPS, and they get paid so much money for this and this and this. Well, you know what? Your kids are being well taken care of. Your kids are probably enjoying life too.
I think they are. Hi, Eve. I'm so glad to see you here. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Eve. Hi, Tree. But I mean, like, that's. I'm not just talking about Don and Candus. I mean, if CPS is taking your children and you go to court and they'll put you in a drug court, you follow through and you get your children back.
Yeah. Yeah, he could have gotten him back. He could have gotten him back at any time.
Back. All they had to do was follow through the program, and they didn't. So now, because they failed, they're gonna blame everybody else but themselves again. You are responsible for your own mistakes as a parent. Nobody else is but you. And until you own up and take fault and admit to your problem, you are never going to get your kids back. And stop blaming CPS, stop blaming law enforcement, stop blaming your neighbors, stop blaming YouTube, and blame yourself. You put
You know,
yourself
if CPS was going to kidnap their kids, they would have just taken them at the beginning when they got the first complaint.
Well,
They wouldn't have left him there and suggested, you know, these improvements that Don could make, which he did, but they wouldn't have just kept coming back and giving him more time. If they were going to kidnap the kids, they would have just taken them.
Right.
I did a little research on CPS cases in Tennessee. It said that the open case has to be assigned a category within 30 days, and it has to be closed within 60 days. So,
yes, it does. And you guys, I'm telling you, they're way past their second, third, fourth, fifth try.
yes, and he's blaming that judge. Oh, that judge is corrupt. That judge is corrupt. No, he was as a lawyer. And he said, oh, yeah, he was accepting bribes or something. No, he wasn't.
No. You're right. Oh, who just said that? Hang on a minute. You have to do counseling and rehab and everything else to get your children back. I mean, and you have to sit in a circle, and you have to admit that you have a problem, and it's your mistake, and it's your fault while you're sitting in that chair, in that circle. You don't come out and blame everybody else that it's not your fault. You don't blame YouTube. You don't blame CPS for kidnapping your children. I mean, come on, dude, get real. I mean, you've been around the block a few times, maybe more than a few. But dude,
you know, and when Cher had him on the other day and he was on the phone, she had a two-part. The first night he was on the phone, the second night he was on panel, but on the phone, it was, she was, you know, people were putting questions in the chat. Pretty much everybody was anti-Don, and she let it go. And I said, you know, Don was saying how CPS kidnapped my kids, blah, blah, blah. And I said, hey, Don, how come you have only seen the boys once since they took them? They saw them in November, right after they took them. That was it. They never passed. They were supposed to see him in December, and they failed their drug test, so they wouldn't let him. And then they never tried to see him after that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They didn't. CPS didn't kidnap them. The Wells abandoned them, actually.
Yeah, they did, because they couldn't get themselves better. Because they couldn't take the time to make themselves better.
Hi, little Dev. Amish, Birdie's crime chat. Yes, Amish too. Amish, and yeah, the Amish have a big problem with that, and they cover it up too. That's pretty well known.
So Bob had
I think it's possible, Kamer, that Candy and Don drove Summer. Maybe when they went to Wisconsin. There was no reason for them to drive to Wisconsin. They could have left her off anywhere along there.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can all agree that Candus is not exactly a shining example of a good mom. Hi, Kenneth.
I'm just saying, you know, it's like, it's true. If you're a drug addict and you're alcoholic, and if you can't admit to being one, then you will never get your children back, and you will never ever heal yourself, and you will continue to do nothing but blame everybody around you but yourself. They made this choice. Nobody else did.
Yes, Don is a walking lie. If he's opening his mouth, he's lying. Okay, so the thing with the boys going to work, that was from Candus. I have that text. Somebody said something about one of the boys did something to Summer. And she said, how can you blame him when he was at work with my husband? So she started that rumor. That's how that got started. She was trying to, again, draw attention away from the home and their family. Okay, am I that far behind?
Yeah. Anastasia, she is.
I am. Hi, Tree Tree. Trevor the Roblox Furry 3. I don't believe Candus at all either. No. Candus and Don are complete liars. So is Candy. Absolute complete liar. And that's why Candus and Candy had that huge falling out. And Candy left because Candus wouldn't talk to her after she did that interview because she screwed up. I don't think any of that happened. So that's why she got it all in the wrong order. I think she knows. She knows. I mean, if Candus left the body somewhere for Don to pick up, then I don't think Candy wouldn't know where Summer is.
But I think that I think it's plausible that she did go back. Okay, I'm just going to say something, in my opinion, happened at that water hole.
Yep. Oh, I agree with you. And it couldn't happen the first time they were there. So
No.
they had to have gone back.
Yeah.
They had to have gone back. And I think that's why there's a big gap in the time. Why Candus won't tell her what really happened. I don't know. Is Nana for Life still here? Who did I miss? Hi, Laura Aragon. I don't know if there was 7 times before. I know who called and opened the case on Summer that was under investigation when she went missing. And that was fairly recent. Okay, so they did not say it bleeds into Summer's case. They said the CPS investigation bleeds into Summer's case. So that's what I'm thinking. Listen to what I take that to mean is that I'm investigating Rose's case, but that bleeds over into Summer's case just because of the things I find out about the people involved in Rose's. Those two are not connected. But you see what I mean? I find out things about Summer from investigating Rose. And I believe that's what they meant. If the boys knew anything, Candus and Don would have been arrested by now.
Oh, I agree.
I mean, it's been a long time.
Hi, Laura. You're right. CPS did not kidnap Summer. And I wish that every creator that has Don on their panel has the balls to say that to him. But none of them do. None of them want to say that to him. Well, if Don Wells came up here right now, I'd say it to him. I would say it to him in a heartbeat. And I think every creator needs to say it. Don't you, Lisa?
Oh, yeah. He'll never come over here. He don't want to talk to me. I think, yes, Don thinks he's special. What does he ever has? Dad has always covered for him. Candus has covered for him. Yeah, I don't think he's ever really had to suffer any consequences, rarely, for anything he's done. He thinks he can talk his way out of anything. That's why he's constantly talking. Yeah, that's exactly. You have to go through the council. If they wanted the boys back, that's all they had to do.
Yeah.
Nobody kidnapped them. And the boys are doing really good. So I don't know why Don he's so jealous of the boys. Oh, they're living high on the hog. Yeah, the foster family has money. They're giving the kids advantages that they didn't have. But, I mean, Don could have done that instead of spending their money on drugs and booze. So, that was a fake receipt, Kenneth. That was doctored.
Yeah. Donna.
Hi, nature lover.
You are way behind. So, Donna.
I think I answered that one.
The one about the employees at the stables?
No. Where is that? Wait.
Way down here. What about that's what we were talking about, Donna, is we believe that the employees saw the truck first time at the stables earlier that day, and then and they were working. Candus left and then came back, and then they saw the truck. So do you see it, Lisa? Oh,
No, I'm looking at hi, True Colors. Hi, Private 91. No, just a minute. I don't think Robin took her. I don't think Robin
no.
rehomed her. No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm going down. I'm still down. They had to make that dump livable. Yeah. Someone did see her coming out of the woods. That was Damien they saw coming out of the woods. Yeah. Hi, Teo girl. How far behind am I?
Oh, you're way behind.
Okay, I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom if you have something. Hi, Brooks.
Candus does hide behind Don. He is her. I don't know, whatever.
Rosemary Time, hello. Donna Huskins. Okay. It could be, the DA allegedly, the DA in according to Rose Blythe's detective, the DA is the one that is dragging his feet in Rose's case too. So, yeah, you got to satisfy the DA. They said every time they take their case, he says he needs more evidence. So,
yeah,
and that's a political thing too. DAs don't want their conviction rate to go down. They don't like to lose. So,
Did you know that? Well, first of all, I need to say hi to Crime Lines and Lies.
Yeah, Brooks. I said hi to
channel.
Yep, I believe so too.
So did you know that Ronnie Lawson has been sheriff for 40 years? In the whole 40 years that he's been there is 37 missing people cases. 2, if I believe I'm correct, 2 have been found. And 1 was a natural death. But, so I don't know why I'm putting that out there.
There's one Carly Trent. She was found.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 37 people in 40 years, that's not a lot.
No.
A lot. Yeah, I don't know. I think they were definitely putting pressure on Brad and Candus when they said they lawyered up and everything. That was to try to bring them out. Yeah, they're trying to get people talking, I think. I think Don thinks the judge is so corrupt, but I think that judge has been Don's best friend. I mean, he's gotten chance after chance after chance after chance. I mean, it's,
Well, how many more chances are they going to get?
Well, I don't think this new judge is going to play around like that. So Don's, this new judge won't be corrupt. Yeah, you wait and see, Don. He won't be corrupt.
Well, CPS.
He won't be. I'm sorry.
They didn't take those. They didn't take those kids because Don asked them to.
No.
I mean, let's get real here.
Candus called the cops on Don, and they drug tested Candus too, and she failed. So that's why they took the boys in.
Yeah, that is why.
Do you think Candus, and that's why she took off? No. She said she lied to the cops. She told her best friend that she lied.
Isn't that horrible?
I don't think, no, she hasn't told them the truth.
I don't know. Is there really going to be another court hearing for them? I mean,
I've heard the 18th. I don't know because they've been so close-mouthed about things, but they just appointed that new judge, a woman. I can't think of her name. So it is September 18th.
September 18th.
I don't know. What day is September 18th? What day of the week?
Talking October, dear.
Huh?
You must be talking October.
Oh, sorry.
September 18th is a Wednesday.
Okay, no, then that's not correct because family court is on Tuesdays and Thursdays in Hawkins County. So it has to be a Tuesday or Thursday. And if that's not a Tuesday or Thursday, then that's not the right day.
Oh, geez, let me look it up. Because I was going to take a vacation that day and I couldn't because I have a meeting.
Well, they
So,
have to have pretty overwhelming evidence to prosecute a nobody case. You have to prove that the person's dead.
it's a
So
Wednesday, Lisa.
in this case, the only way they're going to prove that is if they find the body. Unfortunately, because there literally is no evidence, no crime scene. I mean, if she drowned, yeah.
So they're not going. So the 18th of October is their next court hearing, and that is on a Wednesday.
Yeah, then that's not. It's not. If they have a court that day, it's not concerning the boys.
No. I think
When's
I
Don going to do his community service? That's what I want to know.
probably go to another church and do community service. That
No, that wasn't. That was. No, that's separate. That's a separate thing. That was part of his original sentence. Was the 80 days community service?
Well, so that was our theory. Maybe we're close to it. You know, maybe our theory is maybe going down the right path. We don't know. But it does explain, kind of fill in the gap of the missing timeline.
Yeah.
And you know, and for all we know, TBI may have this theory too. You know, we don't know. But for us, our little group, that goes over the theories and things like this. I mean, that's the closest theory that we can come to. Oh, Brooke says they go October 19th. Okay, so that is a Thursday.
That is a Thursday, and that would be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it has to be Tuesday or Thursday. Okay, Eve, I'm sorry. We can disagree. Go ahead and tell us what you think. Do you want to come up on panel, Eve? We'll let you come up.
You have to agree to disagree.
Oh, yeah, she did lie. She told her best friend in Wisconsin that she lied, and she also said she did not go to her sister's when she said she went to her sister's. So where did she go? I don't know. Yeah, she's a liar.
Yeah, crimes, lines, and lies. Brooke, yeah. I mean, Brooks, yes. I didn't know her name.
I keep almost calling you by your name, but that's a secret.
Oh, you can.
Okay. What are we talking about here? Hannah, crazy.
We just got some new people coming into chat. Hi, Private 91. Hi, Ghost. Eve, yeah. Eve, you should come up. We all agree to disagree. This is why it's like an open panel over here with theories and discussions to agree and not, and to disagree.
Oh, yeah, we're just throwing around everything. No, I have not. They have not missed any dates, Brooks. There, the one that people said she didn't show up for, they had the wrong day. She actually went to court, I think, 2 days after what YouTube thought. And so people were camped out on the wrong day out there with missing her. As far as I know, they have not missed a court date. The last one got canceled because of the judge. But usually YouTubers have the totally wrong day.
Yeah. Somebody always puts something. I'll be hush. Private 91 says, I can't understand why those two have not been charged with neglect of those kids. So if a YouTuber was to sit down and listen to other YouTubers, and write down everything that people have said that Candus and Don, neglected the children with, like, was there bruises, was there proof of this, was there proof of that? We don't have any proof that they neglected those kids, do we, Lisa?
I think they were neglected, but it did not rise to criminal neglect. I mean, it has to be, you have to put the child's life in danger of serious injury or death. Like if you left meth lay around on the table and your kid got into it, that would be criminal neglect. But, I mean, there isn't anything they can prove as far as criminal neglect that I can find. I don't know. If the boys had told something, I think they would have been charged.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if they locked Don and Candus up separately, maybe one of them, I don't think they would have talked, but you never know.
Well,
Candus can't be without Don, so she might have started crying and said something.
Well, he did say they were trying to separate them, so, to get them to talk. But, KU, you're right. Best thing to do now is to try to prove this theory wrong.
Yeah, we've gone over it and over it and can't find anywhere where that's not a plausible theory. I mean, it lines up with everything. It answers a lot of questions and things.
Why would anyone take a child for 2 years?
Hi, Lisa A. Hi, Elizabeth Lander. Goes.
There was let's take this story for example. There was a couple that had a baby, and the baby was taken or just up and disappeared. Okay, the baby just up and disappeared. Well, during the night, but so for years, the police looked at the family, the parents, and the child would be 22 to this day. And, they're okay. They're okay with whoever took her because she was only 2 months old when they took her. So they feel whoever took her to have a child. So that they are hoping that, that their child has been raised good with a good person. There's a difference between that story and the Wells story.
They're hoping that. Mm-hmm. Oh, Brooks, they absolutely have proof enough to take the kids. But just because CPS takes kids doesn't mean they charge you. Candus was never charged with anything, and she lost her kids before these.
Well, they probably took the children out of the home because they did not pass their
drug test, and they and obviously someone went missing. I don't think a child coming up missing should be criminal neglect, Stacey. So you think that Brandy Neal should be charged with criminal neglect? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's a fine line. No, Eve, you're right. We have no evidence that Summer is alive or passed away. You are right, and I'm.
That's what we're saying. Yeah.
But I'm just trying to say that about those one parents where their little child came up missing, their baby, 2 months old. There is a huge difference between them and the Wells. I mean, a huge difference.
Oh, I'm not comparing the two, Brooks. That's what I'm saying. You can't just say because a child comes up missing that the mother should be charged or the father with criminal neglect. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's not an automatic thing. I'm not comparing them. That's what I'm saying. It's not. Okay, just a minute. Let me get a link.
Yeah, I just believe that the boys were removed from the home because they did not pass their drug test, and they probably maybe even found something in the house. They might have found paraphernalia in the house too. The farming center of Somerville, I could see her living there, loving animals, living in the nature. She would have loved that. She would have. Yeah, how would Don know? He worked all the time. I believe when Don and Candus get arrested, they will squeal like pigs. Let everything come out.
There's the link.
Come on up.
Eve, Brooks, come on up too. Why don't you take the link? Reapers, you want to come up too?
Rose and Summer's cases are completely different.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
No, I'm just...
Nisha, good to see you.
Who we got? Okay. Oh, good.
Nature lover. I love
You want to turn your camera off, or do you want to be on?
Oh, it's
Eve.
on.
Okay, there you go. Okay, now we're rocking and rolling.
Hi, Brooke.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Eve. Hi.
What's going on? Yeah, I don't understand what's going on right now because I mean, Dawn and Candus have lied over and over.
Oh, definitely. Every time they open their mouth, they're lying.
And so is Grandis. They lie
Yep.
all the time.
She's lied her whole life.
And why they compare themselves to Brandy and Tyler is crazy.
Oh, I know. Wasn't that crazy?
Oh, I see what you're saying that. Not that I was comparing them, that they are. Yeah.
No, not you. No, not you.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
No, they are nothing compared to Brandy's family.
No.
I mean, Michael was abducted.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, when they're saying Summer was abducted.
They were saying it.
Yep. Oh boy, I don't know. Did you want to come up, Reapers? What do you have to say, Eve?
Not much.
I love
No,
it.
really. I really don't know what happened, but I just got a funny feeling that they had to get rid of Summer for some reason.
I think that whatever happened to Summer was unexpected. I don't feel like it was planned at all. I think it was something that they weren't expecting it to happen, and it went way south.
Well, in my heart, I want to believe that Summer's alive, so
I'm
gonna keep my hope and prayers up.
Have you thought for 1 second with her mother's violent past and her violence against children, she could have possibly done something to Summer?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a possibility. I'm not saying it's not.
I think, I mean, like...
Welcome, Sea Care Nurse. Hi. Glad you're here. Terry Southern Gal. We don't believe that St. Clair story. Sound of silence.
Just about anything could have happened to Summer. We just don't know. We don't have any evidence to pinpoint.
We don't, but you know, everybody's theorizing. Everybody is just trying to think it through, and this is what we came up with the pieces of evidence or the things people said. It explains why the worker at Warriors thought the truck was there all day. You know, it takes up some of the time. It's why they didn't call 911 right at the beginning. They waited until they set the stage, so to speak.
Well, she panicked. She didn't know what to do.
Yeah, she doesn't know what to do.
You know, she didn't know what to do.
Right. No evidence of foul play.
And that phone call that H heard, you know, that's...
Hi, nature lover. I don't want you to think I don't love you, hon.
That I don't understand either. Why would he do
What do you
that?
guys mean, no evidence? I mean, what evidence are you talking about? Because we have no evidence because we're not law enforcement.
Right.
Right. But it's just our theory that she went back to Warriors Park. She took Summer back swimming.
You have to admit, Brooke, something happened at the water hole. That's the only place that Candus has ever shown any emotion.
go, you have to really, if you guys have not seen the video of when they were doing that, I think it's on, I can't say the creator, can I? When they
Yeah.
did that, go ahead,
Yeah.
Lisa.
Yeah, you can talk about, you can mention a creator. I don't care. Not just nothing bad. We don't talk bad about another creator.
No, but when she was on Chris McDonough's and she said, this is where everything goes into slow mode. Remember that part? And then
Yeah, my first show about Summer Wells was June 16th of 2021.
Yeah.
When I first told everyone about Summer Wells was in my Cash Garden group. The same day. That's how Lisa found out about it.
okay.
And so, yes, I mean, I know, and it's been overdeveloping. Sorry, since then.
Oh yeah, it's you know, but I still believe something happened at that water hole
Hi,
because
Selena Dixon.
she just I there's too much reaction there. I mean, you watch her in those videos, the one that Jinkies did too, and she just, as soon as they focused on that, where the swimming hole, she just breaks down crying.
That's the only thing that she ever shows emotion about.
Yeah. So I mean,
But yeah, and we know nothing happened the first time they were there. The only thing that makes sense is that they went back.
Why would she show any emotion around the water?
Yeah, that doesn't, yeah.
I mean, she's been over on Daisy's channel how many times, and she's never ever showed emotion except for that huge anger outburst.
Can anyone prove after she dropped H off at home that they went straight home? No. And she also, allegedly, Hunter wanted to go back to the house, right? And Candus said, no, you're going home. You're not coming to the house. Well, if she wasn't going home, that would explain that.
Where'd you go, Brooke?
Yeah, where'd the birds go?
I don't know. I like her.
I
know, I do too.
Chris said she was sobbing at the swimming hole.
Well, that's a big possibility, Miss Wisconsin Mama. I mean,
it's just, I don't know. Just when I look at the two videos, I mean, it just something throws her off. Okay, something makes her very emotional when she sees the waterfall. Something triggers her to start bawling.
Hi, Selena. Candy left 5 weeks and 6 days after Summer went missing. She didn't leave until after they took the boys.
Sound of silence. You are correct. There is no evidence of anything. I don't know if Summer will ever be found. I hope
there's just too many lies in this case, my opinion.
Well, that's just it. There's so many lies in this case, and then you have, I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about the parents. I'm just saying they need to step up for Summer. They need to step down for themselves. And I mean, it's to the point where they're not even there for Summer. I mean, some of the creators aren't even there for Summer anymore. It's not even about Summer anymore. It's about the Wells. It's about Don. It's about Candus. I don't want to hear about them unless
You're
they
100% right, Wisconsin Mama. I agree with that.
It's just, I just don't understand. I mean, I know people can be cold and not have any feelings, but holy cow, when you can come out on YouTube and blame everybody for everything, that's not right.
Yeah, I raised 4 kids. I wouldn't know what I'd done if anything happened to my kids.
Yeah, I mean, I know I would be out. I'd be saying, give me the news station right now. I mean, if my daughter's been gone for 20 minutes, get the news station. Get me on there. Let's get my voice out there. Let's get people looking for my daughter.
Yes.
But yes, talk about emotional detached. You are right. You are right. I know. They have made
Wait.
themselves look bad.
No, she got her tailgate replaced because of the accident at, was it at Walmart when they got rear-ended? Or I never saw that. And someone said that the bathroom was not taped off. So that's why they didn't believe that story. That was too far. There's no time. Why would she go there?
My question is, TBI told Candus, they told Candus that they know she left that hill a second time. And she said no, that she did not. But they are insisting to her that she left the second time. Why would she have left the second time?
I don't know. She went once to the church. Wait, Candace told her mom she's dead. Get over it. That was Rose. That was Rose. That was on Rose's anniversary that she went missing, or her birthday. I'm not sure which. And Candy was crying, and Candace said, "Why are you crying? The bitch is dead." That was. Well,
Do you
yeah.
really think she said that, Lisa?
What?
Do you really think she said that? Why
Yeah.
are you crying? The bitch is dead.
Yeah, that's why Don told her to be careful when she was on the interview, and said, "You're careful, your mom's watching." He didn't want her to say that again.
Huh.
Well, one was a bikini, and two. I've seen her in two bikinis. And then that one. I don't know.
And like I said before, why would TBI, FBI, law enforcement, or even Candus, for that fact, leave Summer's swimsuit out in the yard?
You can go ahead and talk. Yeah, Candy left at the same time as the boys. Exactly. When did she drive to Wisconsin with Don? We're still trying to figure that out.
I'm still trying to figure out a lot of things. I mean, I keep going back and looking, and yeah.
Summer went missing the 15th. Rose Meyer got there the 17th. I think she was there 2 days. So Don and Candy were there then still. Then after that, I don't know. Somebody said Don wasn't there for one of the vigils. Nobody knew where Candy was most of the time. That's why people think she left right away, because she stayed hidden in the trailer. So somewhere in there.
Sea Care says they weren't in the yard. Her swimsuit wasn't laying in the yard. Is that what you're saying? Because that's what she said. That's what she said on Daisy's channel.
Hi, Sylvia Brown. Yeah, that could be. I don't know. Fred said he saw Candace. I don't know. And she was headed towards home. Well, she had to take the drugs somewhere, right? I mean, Chad Arnold saw her. I wish Nana for Life was still in here, because she told Nana for Life that she went over there at 4:32. Although she said she drove, and Chad Arnold said she was walking down the driveway. So
it didn't happen. Treat missing case as a crime scene.
Oh, here, Terry Southern Gal, you just said that. Yeah. Oh, I just answered your question before I saw it. Nana for Life said she was in the truck, and Chad Arnold, who lives at the bottom of the drive, saw her and said she was walking. So I think I believe Chad Arnold over Candace. Sorry. But that wouldn't be one of the 2 times she left because they're using the camera at the corner of Beach Creek and Ben Hill. And so she went by that twice. So even if she drove over to Fred's, that wouldn't be counted as one of the 2 times. Yeah, I saw she did say that. She went to Fred's. Yeah, she did go back down to that Free Will Church. But then she had to have come home and left another time. Yeah, she said that she only left once. That's her story, and she's sticking to it.
Yeah, when they know she left twice.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't they pursue her further? You know? I mean, a hardcore detective probably should have just raked her. You know what I mean? Raked her through the weeds, took her down. You know, really interrogated her hard. I don't know.
Chris would have done that. Why wouldn't she give them the swimsuit? Exactly, unless Summer was buried in the swimsuit and she didn't have it. She said she gave him that jacket, the track jacket.
Yeah.
But that would have had Summer scent on it. But that story came out recently. At the beginning, she said she gave him a sock, and they said they weren't sure that got a good scent off of the sock.
So some of you in here think that maybe Candus might have hit her. I don't know. I don't want to think that way, but you know, it's plausible. But I don't know. I don't want to. I'm not saying yes or no to that because I just don't know. I just don't think so. They wouldn't throw clothes on the ground when they were using them for scent. They ziplocked the bag them. Candus lies like Satan. Yes.
Absolutely. I don't believe for a second that they threw that jacket on the ground. I don't think that jacket was ever used. I think that was in the house the whole time. I don't think that was ever even in play. But why wouldn't she give him that jacket if she really wanted them to find Summer? Because that would have had Summer scent on it, right?
The jacket, the swimsuit, why go in and get a dirty sock out of the laundry? That could have had anybody's scent on it. Everybody's scent, you know?
Yeah, she did go to Free Will Baptist Church, Bob. Yeah, that's where the command center was. So she said that's why she drove there.
Oh, I can answer that one. I can answer that one.
What?
Why do we keep giving Candus a pass?
I don't think we do. Oh, I don't. I think it's very plausible. However, she did say, Don said he always knew something would happen to Summer on Candus's watch. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then Candus said that wouldn't have happened if I was there. So obviously something happened, I think. Candus let her swim, and Candus went and did something else, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And she drowned. That just makes the most sense to me. I don't know. It's just a theory. We don't know. We don't know.
No, just
exactly. Flip side. Yes. Except if she didn't have the suit.
Yeah. And not only that, but why right away did they say all those things? Right away. So, no.
Well, why did she need to use that milk jug video as an alibi? Why did she delete that off of her Facebook page and then repost it later? And why was she on? Okay, answer me this. Why was she on Facebook and accidentally posted that old picture that had Summer's arm in it at 6:09? Why wasn't she out looking for Summer then? Why was she on Facebook then?
Well, why was she in the house for the whole night? Why was she in the house for the past 2 weeks? It took her over 2 weeks to come out and even say anything about Summer.
Yeah.
Because I
Those
feel
are
Like
some
I,
good questions, I'm telling you.
I feel, and it just, in my opinion, I feel in those 2 weeks that she was in mourning. In my opinion, she was in mourning. Because I'm just saying it like this. Any parent would have been out there right away, speaking up for their daughter.
oh yeah, she always said Summer couldn't swim. That's been the story the whole 2 years. Summer didn't know how to swim. That pic wasn't taken that day. You're right, it wasn't. It was taken earlier.
Yeah, why would you say got gone? Got gone. I mean,
Well, they wouldn't say she drowned.
yeah, got gone. The whole story, I feel, has been taken off Summer from right away. From right away, it was. I feel like Don is every time he comes into a tad, he's deflecting all the time.
Yes. You know, like I said before, probably in every live I've done, if my cat went missing, my world would come to a halt. If my cat was gone, one of my cats was gone, I wouldn't go to work. I wouldn't sleep. I'd be calling all the shelters. I'd be out hanging flyers. I'd be posting on Facebook missing groups. I'd be putting the word out, and I'd be out there all day, every day, and
Well,
half
it's
the
a
night.
child.
And yeah, and this is the child.
Yeah, and this is a missing child. And these
Me
are
too.
parents.
That's what I would do.
Right.
What?
I said, me too. That's the way I would do. I'd be out here doing everything I can to find my kid if my kid was missing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what do I think about Christopher Marcos? He was not on the hill then. No, he was not.
No.
Oh yeah, he's a very violent. I think he's got more than one sex offense. He was in the first one was in Washington State, I believe. I think I have the records for that. And he was not. He was at work in Wisconsin on camera that whole day, so he was not. I mean, if he wanted to abduct a child, there's a lot of children in Wisconsin he could have taken. I can't
He's
seem
not
to.
going to. He works. I mean, he works at a local gas station.
Yeah.
He's just the. Oh. He's just.
Yeah, but people saw him. He's actually a manager, I think. People saw him at work, and they said he was on camera. And his coworkers at the store there, a couple of them came out and said he was there.
He even posted stuff on his Facebook channel that it wasn't him. He wasn't there, and I mean, it was a mess. That was a real big mess. But
Hi, B. Bullard. I don't know why they shaved her head. The for sale, okay, the for sale on the barrel. I still have to make the video about that. I'll get to that because that for sale was on there long before. That was there when they bought it, and I had pictures of it the year before in the snow with for sale on it. So they didn't paint the barrel or put that on there. No, I don't think it was planned, strictly because they would have gotten rid of the drugs ahead of time. They wouldn't have had to scurry around and set the stage and set up an alibi afterwards. I think it had to be something unplanned.
Yeah. That's what I believe too. I believe.
Okay, here's what I have the I brought up the TBI thing. Let's see. I'm trying to get Brooks to come back.
I don't know
why she left. Okay,
That's
here is the official TBI. When was Summer last seen? Her mother reports last seeing her on the afternoon of June 15th at their home in the 100 block of Ben Hill Road. Her mother reports that she saw her at their home. In order to preserve the integrity of the investigation, we will not provide additional information regarding the timeline.
Okay, so does it say anything about the mother reports Summer went missing that afternoon? Was it late afternoon? Was it early afternoon? Was it mid-afternoon?
I think that was worded very carefully. They didn't ever say Summer was last seen at her home. They said Candus said she was last seen at her home.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes.
I don't even know if she passed them out. Didn't she just put them in a bin there for people to take? Or did she pass them out? I didn't watch that.
You
I don't
know,
know if she did or not.
I heard she put them on a table. I don't know.
I saw a picture of it and it said find Summer Wells in purple, and then it was on the wall, and it looks like the flyers were in there. I don't know. What did you say, Eve? You saw her hand them out?
No, I said I don't know, but if it was me, I would have made a video of me handing them out to people.
Oh yeah, I would have too.
Oh, yeah. Actually, since she was, videoing rodeo.
I would have made a video of me putting them out right away. I would have made a video every time I put them out.
Yeah, I mean, she makes videos about everything else, so why not make a video about that?
So, Eve, here's my question or statement. So, if Don said that he always knew something was going to happen to Summer under Candus's watch, then why did you leave Summer alone with Candus if he was so scared that something was going to happen to Summer?
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Why is he, not pointing the finger at Candus then, if that's what he always thought?
I know.
I mean, if he always thought something would happen at Candus' watch, then something did happen. So why say that and then not blame Candus?
Exactly.
He wants to draw attention away from her.
Yeah. He knows what happened. She knows what happened. Even if it was an accident, it happened.
I don't think she's going to be charged with murder, Bob, because they won't be able to prove that. Unless they won't be able to prove that. They won't be able to prove intent. So, some type of negligent homicide maybe, but they wouldn't be able to prove murder. I mean, her body will be so decomposed, they probably won't even be able to tell the cause of death.
Terry Southern Gal. I thought of that too in the beginning. But like Bertie said, we need to have proof that those footprints were really there.
Hi, Kathy Marchbanks. Okay, allegedly he was last seen there that day. Yes, I do know where that came from. People said that he was there helping Frank Light put up a fence, but it was not Chris Marcos. It was someone else, and that's how that rumor got started. That went around for quite a while. Chris Marcos was right there helping Frank Light. I remember that. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, there was a lot of... she wore shoes a lot. Somebody said she never wore socks, so I made a community post, and showed several pictures of her wearing different pairs of socks. And that was just recently.
I mean, was it if it was 2 pairs of socks, was it just her socks in that basket of dirty laundry? Or was there a bunch of, dirty laundry in that basket? I just, I get, like the rest of everybody out here on YouTube, it gets frustrating and so disheartening that it's been over 2 years and there's nothing. I mean, it's like aliens just came down and swooped her up off the earth,
Yeah, I agree with
Somebody,
you. That's what it
yeah,
sounds like. I mean,
right. And a little girl just does not go up and disappear like this. Somebody knows something. But for like Lisa and I and KU and the rest of them, I mean, this is the closest theory that we could come to tonight.
Well, that explains why the person at Warriors thought that the truck was there all day, when obviously we know it wasn't. And she said she saw it at 3:30 and saw it at 12:30. So that explains both of those times. It explains Hunter seeing her driving. It explains Fred seeing her driving. And I just think it explains a lot of things.
But you know,
It's just our theory. Yeah, a route with no cameras.
Yeah,
She would have had to have, yeah.
yeah.
There's no cameras, obviously, at the park, right?
No,
not as I know of.
not that I know of either. But there's many people that I have talked to that have been down there, and half of them say there is no way anybody got up on that hill. There's no way. And then half of them say it's a possibility. So,
You know, I live 45 minutes away from the rails, but I have never been down on that hill, so I don't know nothing about 110 Bend Hill.
no,
It's a long, steep driveway. And I know when Candy brought the bus home, Jose had to help her get it up, set out on the road, and until Jose came and he helped her get it up the drive because it's so steep and rutted and
oh, I would never drive. I would have never, no way. No, I would have never drove that bus up that drive.
but what was I going to say? Yes, Sylvia Brown. I think so.
I think that Don arrived. Wasn't law enforcement, like, wasn't he right behind law enforcement, or was it Candus that
Yes.
was right behind? It was Don.
No, he and Andy both came home like 5 minutes after law enforcement. They saw him drive up in the Subaru. And the boys were down at the pond then.
Yeah, yeah. And not only that, but, I mean, it's still odd that you would send your boys down looking for Summer if you had the phone call in the truck that H says that there's somebody up there. You know, there's a guy up there. And then Summer comes up missing, and you send the boys outside to look for Summer? Why
Well,
would
the boys were playing down there because that guy had him on his GoPro. They weren't upset. They never looked upset. When they were miniature golfing there 2 days later with David Dotson, they were laughing and smiling and having a good time.
Oh, I know.
I don't know.
I know, but Candus said that she sent the boys down to look for Summer.
To look for Summer.
So if you thought that you got the phone call. You got the phone call, according to H, Don calling you saying that there was somebody up on the property, and then Summer comes up.
Oh, good point.
And you take your boys and have them go look for Summer. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you think that would be safe?
Hi, Elizabeth. Well,
I always wondered that too, why she done that.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
A lot of this don't make no sense. A lot of the stuff in this case.
well, you have to think a lot of the things that Candus said. I looked back at a lot of things she posted at the beginning, like when somebody said maybe Josie did something, she said, "Why are you blaming my boy when he was at work with my husband?" Well, you know, anything that somebody came up with, they had an answer for, even whether it was true or not. I think they just made up lies trying to keep everybody away from Ben Hill, away from their family. Summer's far, far away from here. Maybe in Mexico.
Yeah, maybe Mexico. I mean, we talk about Mexico.
There was 2 footprints two single footprints far apart. So, I mean, why weren't there more?
But is that for fact? TBI
Yeah,
didn't say that, did they?
No, the neighbor guy said one was on his property and one was on
No.
another property quite a ways away.
See,
But there would have been a whole trail of footprints.
right. And not only that, but the searchers would have looked for more footprints. And I don't, if that is true, then I would have believed it if TBI had come out with that, or LE or anybody, but I don't believe the footprints were really there. I don't believe they were Summers. Let me put it that way.
No, me either.
Hey,
No.
Ronald, why don't you run on over there and tell her happy birthday?
There could not be no footprints because it hadn't rained for a little while before something disappeared. So there's no way.
Right.
Hi, crime girl down under. Yeah, I don't. It doesn't make sense that there's one footprint and then a ways away there's one more footprint.
I know. It just no. Until TBI comes out and says those footprints were hers, and as a parent with a missing child, I'd be on that phone every day wanting to know if there was a real footprint, and if there was a real footprint, and if you really did take a casting of it, does it match my daughter's shoe?
Every time somebody has had a supposed sighting of Summer or a tip about Summer, if Don and Candus wanted Summer and honestly thought she was missing, why wouldn't they be concerned about these tips? Why wouldn't they be checking them out to see if it really was Summer? They know that that's not Summer.
Well, and why wouldn't they be calling?
Yeah, they don't seem to have any.
No.
I don't think.
I believe they know where Summer is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't. Yeah. Wherever they put her.
We thought that too. We thought
No,
that.
we're saying that we don't think someone wouldn't come up. Don's truck was up there, so for all they knew, Don, Candy, and Candus were there, and then 4 kids, and somebody's going to sneak up there and the dogs. Somebody's not going to walk all the way up there to their house and take Summer out of the basement. How would they know she was in the basement?
Yeah, you're right about that, Lisa. I mean,
well, right.
No
How would they know that she was in the basement? So Ronald says the only thing wrong with Wisconsin Mama's theory is Don said he has 7 alibis and Candus has none.
He said those were his co-workers.
Which means it was pre-planned. No, I don't believe. I mean, and it's just me, and I can say this because I'm an American, Ronald. Is that I don't believe it was pre-planned. I don't think it was. I think it was an accident, and that's my opinion.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't pre-planned, in my opinion. Yes, he is Candus's. He's married to Candus's cousin, and he's Candy's adopted step-nephew, and married to her niece. Yeah, it's confusing. Or not adopted, step. Yeah, step. Okay. Yeah, Don took Candus's car. I believe the insurance was lapsed on his truck because he didn't have license or insurance when he got that DUI. His cousin had to pay it. Survivor 67 backup. Hello. So the card team keep involvement if it was familial. Yeah, I don't think.
I'm ruling that the pre-planned off the table, because if they sold her, there would be some kind of a money trail. There would be
Oh, I don't believe they sold her.
You don't think so?
No.
I think I say that because well, I think I say that because they're always on e-begging on YouTube. You know, they always say they don't have enough money for this and this and this, and that's probably why I think that they didn't sell her.
He got the money for the truck and that Subaru somewhere because he bought them both at the same time. But that was, I'm not saying, yeah, that was a year before Summer went missing, months.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good question. Where did he get that kind of money?
I don't know. I've asked and asked and asked. Hey, Miss Chewy.
Oh, is Miss Cherry in chat?
Yeah.
Hi, Miss Cherry.
Miss Chew, are you still here? She might be over it. She might have left.
Am I that far behind? Oh.
That would have to be a lot of money.
And I don't know. And Mary said she didn't know where Don got that either.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I talked to Candus on the phone, and she said that the Subaru is not paid off.
And I know it is.
And she told me it wasn't. So there you have that.
Well, some people believe it is, and other people says it isn't. So I don't know about that neither.
Right. Yeah.
No, Tony Hammonds was cleared. No, Tony Hammonds was cleared right away and said that had no relation to Summer's case. That was his grandson, is what I heard, that he wasn't supposed to see, because he drove by with someone else in the car with him and then turned around and went back when he saw him out in the yard. So he followed him right into the house. Would you do that if you didn't know the people? He got arrested, but they could drop the kidnapping charge because they decided he wasn't trying to kidnap him. Yeah, that's...
I believe, in my opinion, and only my opinion, that there's been too much deflecting in this story. I believe there's been too many people that don't need to be in this story, that don't need to be in this case. I think everything has been taken off in Summer and put on all these people that have been dragged into this case that have been made suspects by other people. $600 a month for a vehicle? Oh my goodness, I would starve to death if I had a $600 payment.
No, the boss did not have a truck like that. One of the other employees apparently had a red truck, but all the Tucker trucks say Tucker on the side of them.
Hi, Teresa. Was Don responsible to pay Dudley? Remember, Dudley got cheated out of a lot of money, so maybe that's how Don had the money to buy the cocaine. I believe he was responsible for paying Dudley, wasn't he, Lisa?
Yes.
Yes. Let's see what Birdie says here, because everybody looks interesting. Warriors Path video, last known video of Summer. Maybe that video wasn't. Oh, now yeah. Oh, hang on.
No, that was. That was on the 15th. The metadata did come back 12/21 on the 15th. So that was correct. That's what she said. What's Don? Okay. I don't think Don bought the cocaine. That story in Knoxville, that was all bullshit. But when he was gone, how quick did Benny get to the hill? Does anybody know?
Fast.
When was Benny there? Because when Don disappeared and said he went to Knoxville, Benny was there, and Benny and Candus asked the cops if they could track his where he was.
I think Benny was down there between September and November. If I remember right.
I wonder if that's when Don and Candy went to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, he was down there real fast. Super fast. So fast that Don didn't even see him go by. That's because Don was in jail.
Okay. I remember when David Dobson said that the video, she showed him summer swimming. That was a different day. That was actually almost 2 weeks before they went missing. David said he cleared that up later. He said that she showed him the video that day, but the video was not from that day. No, the boys didn't go swimming.
No, Don said the boys was at home.
What?
Don said the boys was at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they were playing hide and seek. That's a Minecraft game. I honestly believe, the kids would rather play video games than go swimming, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, I have a question. Question time. How does everybody know that there's all proof of these videos? Is it on TBI? Is it on Summer's channel? Has it come from the police? Did the detective say anything?
You're getting testy, aren't you?
I am going to test you. I see all this. There was proof of life of Summer on surveillance footage at Walgreens. Yes.
That came from Chris McDonough. He said that there was. And then at Sonic, the manager said that she was on video at Sonic, and he also remembered her.
Okay.
He told when he was going. Okay, December. Okay.
Streamed all the way there. Some post there. I seen when he come. I think the first time I ever seen Benny in my whole life was when he come running down that hill when Blowhorn Betty was there and all those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, hey, Batteners, I forgot to say hello to you. Wait. You know, I've never seen. You'd think everyone in Kingsport and Rogersville drives a red Toyota truck, don't you? I've never seen some. And here's the thing: the FedEx driver saw a red Toyota truck parked on the side of the road in Beach Creek on some day. He thought. I don't think that has anything to do with anything. I really don't.
Mm-mm.
He doesn't even know what day he saw it there. And it was down on Beach Creek. It was never on Ben Hill.
Ronald wants to know, Lisa K, what makes you believe Candus did not take the picture of Summer that day in the back seat?
Oh. Well, Candus didn't take the picture anyway, right? She was driving.
No, Candus didn't take the picture.
The picture and the video, I think the video was taken first, and then the picture, they were stopped on the road, and the back of the topper window was up in the picture. So what were they doing then? I don't know. Because I don't think it was that day. People saw it on her Facebook.
Well, and you have to remember, there's, there's those.
Well, yeah, all the things we talked about. The seat wasn't wet where Hunter said he sat. The candy wasn't melted. He would have sat on that wet candy. He said he was sitting there. Just where he said he moved the milk jugs when he got out is not where they were in that picture. He didn't know anything about the milk. When Chris McDonough asked him about the milk, he goes, the milk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the milk. I think that's why Candus went over there later and asked him what he told law enforcement. She wanted to make sure that he stuck to their story.
Yep. Hi, Iris. Hi, Teresa.
Do you think that Rose Meyer is Rose Bly? No. I know Rose Meyer. I know she's not Rose Bly. For one thing, Rose Meyer is in her 60s, and Rose Bly would be, what, 39? 35? Rose Meyer's been in Grantsburg her whole life, right? Wisconsin mama?
Yeah, she's her whole life. You know, the whole thing about H's interview was really way off. It was like he didn't know what to say. You know, I mean, like, to me, I felt like he was being almost fed the information from Chris.
Yeah. It wasn't like he was actually there. He was telling a story that he was told to tell.
Yeah. That's why I think some people, you're right, Ronald, a lot of people do believe that it was pre-planned. You know, it's so, we there we are again, we just don't know. That's why we go through these theories and the motives and...
Okay, so Ronald, why if it was pre-planned, wouldn't they have gotten rid of the drugs before then? So that they could just call 911 then? Answer me that. What was sitting in the driveway and has snow in the back? Oh, Tim Malmstrock. Jody Sue Brown's mother supposedly has a red Toyota. Yeah, Tim Mullen's mother, Robin, has a red Toyota.
No, I think everybody in Rogersville has a red Toyota.
That's what I said. Everybody, I've never seen so many people with red Toyotas there. Fred, they said Fred had a red Toyota and a horse and a golf cart. Now tell me where he's going to drive the golf cart, because have you seen that land?
Okay, so let's just let's just put this back out there, and then so we think that maybe it's a possibility that she went back a second time to the park. She may have drowned by accident. Candus panicked. You know, did what they did, okay? But why would they cover it up? What would be the cover up? Why would they have to cover all this up?
She was negligent, and there was some reason she was at the park that she didn't want to have to say. I don't know, would she go back to Warriors Path just because Summer wanted to swim some more?
Well, she was seen in town, and I think that she went back there because she was going to meet up with somebody there.
Yeah, I do too. Hi, Teresa Huckabee. And Iris Kessler, hello.
Oh, Kmar, no, you can even ask Fred. Even Fred said the same thing, that Don went over there to get his drugs back, and Fred said he wasn't giving them back.
Yeah.
Fred said he wasn't giving those drugs. I'm not giving you back the drugs. Prove it.
Yeah, that was Don was pissed.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, the picture is not a screenshot of the video, Terry. It's not. Look at it. It's not at all. In the video, they're driving. That picture is not a screenshot of the video. In the picture, they're stopped on the road, and the top window is open. They're not driving. It's not a still. That was separate. I have both of them. Yes, they don't have common sense, but they have criminal cunning.
You know, a lot of people can say that these people don't have common sense, and you know, you're probably right, they don't, but they're street smart. They're not stupid people. They're
No.
not. They can come off and act like they're just dumber than a box of rocks, but they're not.
Yeah, I do know they were getting rid of drugs. That's a fact.
Okay, you said could be that the drugs they got rid of were drugs they forgot about or had hidden and didn't remember. Are you talking about KU? She might have hid some drugs down at the park? Is that what you're saying? That's why she went back?
No, she's saying it could have been pre-planned and then they remembered they had drugs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think we all saw that, Teresa, about the accusation of Andrew's brother making accusations.
You know, but Andrew didn't flinch, did he? He didn't care. He know that's not what happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, no, at Fred, she said. Yes, as far as it being pre-planned, she said.
So we believe Fred on everything now? I don't believe Fred on anything. No.
Oh, no, I don't either. But I'm just saying that if I went over to Fred's and hid my drugs and think that I hid my drugs, a known drug dealer, a known addict, that you think I'm going to stroll over there that night and I think I'm going to get him back?
Oh, Don told people he was pissed because he went over there and Fred wouldn't give him.
I mean, like.
No, I don't believe Fred on anything. He said he knew Rose Bly and talked to her. He said he didn't use drugs. He only smoked pot. I think everything Fred says is a lie. Along with every. Yeah, Andrew didn't even flinch. No.
Didn't even get mad.
He'd heard that before, and he knew that wasn't true. He just let his brother talk.
Yeah, he just let his brother have a little bit of airtime. Good night, Iris.
Oh, good night, Iris.
Yeah.
Fred, no.
No.
I really don't. No. What? I can't see.
Free drugs for Fred. Oh my God.
Jody Sue Brown. I think she's full of BS and likes attention, obviously, and her story has changed 180 from the first one she made when Summer went missing about what wonderful parents the Wells were, how they loved their kids, how they would never hurt Summer. They were wonderful parents. I probably have that somewhere. Yeah, now she's telling all these. She comes up with new stories every week.
Well, she's as bad as Dawn.
Yeah.
She's as bad as Dawn. Because you have Don Wells saying, well, you know, all these meth heads up here, we're just surrounded by meth heads. And I'm like, dude, you're probably one too. Let me see. What are the odds? 99%. You know?
And Don saying that he had to look up and see what Google and see what people on meth look like.
Well, I mean, like, dude, you know what people are like on meth. You partied with people on meth. I mean, oh my gosh, this guy is just like, oh.
I knew it would.
We knew it. Hey, Miss Chewy, it's just a theory like everybody else.
Go ahead and let them try to disprove it. We've looked it over for a week and can't find anything that doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you, Miss Chewy. You know I do.
Is she leaving? Oh, good night, Trevor.
Good night,
I didn't
Trevor.
see that. I'm sorry.
Like
oh,
said,
yes. Oh, have to be up early. Okay. Good night. Thanks for coming. Yeah, she is a busybody, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a busybody.
Oh, she just hates everybody. I mean, she hated Jackie Dobbs because he bought that land. What are they gonna? Were Jody Sue and Andy gonna use to buy land? They didn't have 2 cents to rub together. Neither of them. They've never owned anything. Jody Sue Brown had to have what
Oh no.
GoFundMe and get money to
Sorry,
build a
baby.
cabin and move the cabin and
PG's gonna run with it tonight. You're
oh,
right.
PG's
yeah.
got it.
You're right. You're right, Miss Chewy. She is gonna run with it tonight. Ronald, are you still here? Because if Ronald ain't here no more, she's already on. Well, she had her own theory too of what happened, so we can have our theory too.
But our theories are based in reality. PG pulls hers out of her ass on air.
Oh, God.
No, they come out of her brownies. Candus told tons of lies, so why lie if you're innocent?
Right. I didn't think Hunter was traumatized. He went to the doctor. He went to the ball game.
Oh, and there's another thing, girls. So if Hunter had gone to the doctor, right, and he had drank,
Yep.
I mean, don't you think that doctor would have smelled that on his
Well,
breath?
especially because he was on probation too.
Yeah. And the doctor would have smelled that, and the doctor would have had to report it. I mean, let's not just say, "Oh, Hunter went to the." Oh, it's headline, Deborah. I'm just so laughing. I'm sure we're not quite there yet, Miss Chewy. It's got to hit Daisy's channel tonight too.
Oh yeah, I expect everybody's going to want to tell us how we're wrong just because they didn't think of it first.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, you better get ready for it.
I am so ready for it because, you know,
Because all the YouTubers are going to really go crazy over this tonight.
Well, you know, when we said about how Candy and Don went to Wisconsin, that's all everybody talked about the next day too.
yeah, you know what? And everybody has their theory. Everybody has something to say about what happened this summer. But what I want to say is, I want Summer found. I
That's
love
what
this
I want.
girl, and she deserves to be found. So she deserves to be talked about. She deserves everything that any human being does as a child. So
I want justice for Summer. That's what I want.
exactly, justice for Summer.
And you see that in my name. I got it in my name. I want justice for Summer.
Yeah.
Good night, Reaper Scrum Smile. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh, Anastasia, really? She says,
Oh.
Good night, Reapers. Thanks for coming over. You asked Allie that, and she said doctor didn't notice. I don't think he went to the doctor. Oh.
I don't think he was that upset. For one thing, what they said he was in catatonic and rocking back and forth and couldn't talk. Then what's he doing going to the ball game?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, Hunter's a big boy. Twisted Tea isn't very alcoholic. Even if he drank a couple, 3 hours later, it probably wouldn't be. Oh, her garden, a new theory. She's like, a new theory from an interesting person that I've blocked.
Yeah, how do you like that? We're blocked from over there, so we can't even defend ourselves. I mean, that's
Well,
not even
hey,
fair.
we could do a live tomorrow discussing whatever PG says tonight.
Yeah. Right, Miss Chewy? Hey. I'm sorry. I just like, oh my gosh, we made PG's channel. Ooh, lucky us.
Wow. Who are the Wells personal investigators? Chris and Trudy Claybaugh. They are the same private investigators that worked on the Evelyn Boswell case. Yeah, at least she thinks you're interesting. Oh, I wonder if she'll talk about your, you know what.
I dare her. I will You know what? Let me just give fair warning. You know what Angel's doing right now? That's what I'll be doing. I'm not messing. I'm not messing with you. I'll tell you that right now, PG.
H said his girl's mom got mad at him at 3. That's when they picked him up at 3.
I'm taking until she answers.
How he never searched when he was there. Okay, I missed this. I'm going back up to see what Baton Rouge said. I don't see anything.
Baton Rouge,
Oh.
did you notice he would never search when he was
I
there?
think Jody Sue Brown is mentally unstable. Yeah, I do too.
Oh, I do too. But that's just my opinion. Oh, Benny.
What about Benny?
Are we talking about Benny? That never
No.
searched when he was there?
Oh.
Yeah, they're talking about Benny never searched when he was there.
Oh, that's a good point.
If you okay, I'm just gonna say this in my opinion only. When you go back and you watch that video of him coming down that driveway when Blowhorn Betty was there, he was not in good shape, and that did not come from alcohol, in my opinion.
Oh no. Well, back on in the Cash Gurnan case, he was high and snorting up on camera and threatening people with this, I don't know, with this big bullet or whatever, this big gold. Don't laugh at me. I don't know anything about guns, but it was a big gold pointed bullet, probably 4 or 5 inches tall. What is that called, Bob? I have no idea. Yeah, candy bugs law enforcement in Wisconsin, but yeah, nobody seems too concerned about Summer.
Yeah, Candy's very involved with Rose's case, but yeah, not with Summer.
Yeah, I think the whole of YouTube knows the true crime community knows that BK and Tiffany are best friends. And Carl. You know, Carl he tagged me in his headline of his video. When I made that video about bullying, and I said I didn't even say anything about Carl. He wanted me to come up and debate with him, and I didn't see it till later. And I'm like, Carl, I didn't even say it. I said I didn't know what was said because I didn't hear it. I said that video wasn't even about you. So I see he took down his... I said, out of all the people bashing Carl, he tagged me. I didn't even say anything about him.
Yeah, I don't care for him.
Oh, okay. Is that what it is, Bob? Or is it a big, like, gold-colored metal bullet that has, like, a pointy end?
Really, Lisa?
I mean,
really, Lisa?
You know, nowadays when cops, like, you see them on crime shows and stuff, what kind of gun was it? Oh, it was a pistol or a revolver, it was this or it was that. I'm like, what the hell? It's a gun. That's all I would know.
Oh, Miss Chewy, help me here. Help me here.
Any idea?
Look what I'm dealing with right now.
Oh, Rose's case is very interesting. Yes, it is.
That's another one you can't seem to get past. You get to a certain point on it, and then you can't get it together, no matter how hard you try.
We can talk about that. Have you watched our other videos about Rose? There's a lot of things I can't actually say, but it is very interesting, I think, and still a few mysteries, still a few dots to connect there. Yeah, I think they are. AB certainly thinks so. I don't know. AR-15 bullet. I'm gonna have to look that up. Birdie, his goal was to get cameras up and what? Oh yes.
Oh yeah, you're right, Batten. Yeah, he was all about the money.
Well, and he took Shannon. He took Shannon there with him, and she was supposed to get information from Candus. I thought Benny was still with Shannon, but maybe he dumped her for Tiffany Marie.
See you on the flip side. That's probably a good thing. She says I have my own research on it. I won't speak much on it publicly. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. A creator did come out with the story, but then the next time I heard her repeated it, had totally changed from what she said the first time.
Yeah, but that was okay, and it's
really
in the past.
I'd be interested to know if you're on the right path. Oh, he did. But when he made that video mocking JLR when he was behind those shrubs, that was hilarious. And he kept talking to Shannon then. I don't know when he made that though. I love that video. I could watch that forever. Oh, and Remain Come. She played that last night too.
Oh, that was so funny. I was on my couch. I was laughing so hard I had tears in my eyes. And I was thinking, I wish I was on that panel with those girls. Oh, it was hilarious.
Candus and Smiley going at it. I could watch that all day long.
Like, where did that come from, right?
That was hilarious.
I mean, I think we talked about that before. Like, wow. She just I don't know. All of a sudden, it's just this evil person came out and just let Smiley have it, But whatever.
Smiley has two sides too. She talks. She says that. So, who's emailing Cher?
Shoot, she's emailing Cher too. LOL.
Yeah, Bob. That's what it is then. They are tall with a very pointed tip. Yep, that's what he had, a big one. And he was threatening someone with it. And I thought, how brilliant. Your wife kicked you out. You're living in the garage, snorting cocaine on a live, or whatever he was snorting, and threatening someone with the bullet, all while you're on probation.
Oh. Yeah, Miss Chewy, I see that. Isn't that sad? I mean, it's really, truly, in my heart, that is really that I feel like it's a game to them. It's a game. This is a missing little girl. This is a life. This isn't, I mean, there's no laughing or joking matter at all about any of this.
No.
I mean,
yeah, it shouldn't be a game. I don't understand. I haven't followed any of this. I didn't follow any of Dolly's. Didn't Ziggy had some kind of thing where you had to vote? I guess that's the trendy thing to do.
It's just not about the voting.
Okay. Yes.
I mean.
Okay, then you do know then. Yeah, we've talked about it. I know who you're talking about.
Well, unbelievable.
Eve, how are you talking in chat and you're on panel?
Because I know how to do it.
I'm like, oh!
I can do it too.
Whatever.
Oh yeah, Lisa, I can do it too. I can do it too.
Hey, see you on the flip side. Go ahead and get a hold of me in Messenger if you want. That's where most people track me down. Luckily, I use my real name everywhere I go, so I'm pretty easy to find. Summer needs a new purse.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Again, it is so sad. It breaks my heart that creators are doing this. There's nothing fun about this. What you will do, content, to get people over to your channel is on a missing
so
child. Forget it. I can't even go into it, Lisa. I'll just break down crying.
I don't know why people, tag Summer or say their live is about Summer, and then they spend an hour or two just trashing other creators.
Or crash, yeah, or other people, or bringing other people that have nothing to do with it into it, or cash apping. I mean, you know what? It just makes
Thanks,
me sick
Eve.
to my stomach.
You're welcome, honey.
You're so awesome.
Isn't
Are
she
you a
just?
mod? I can't see. I'll make you a mod.
Yeah, you can make me a mod if you want to.
Okay, I'll figure out how to do it. I can't do it here, I guess. I'm trying, but
Anastasia, I agree. It's crap. I mean, I understand that creators have to have fun, you know, and if you can have fun, that's fine. But keep Summer's name out of it. Just some money.
yeah,
grab.
why would you call? And some people keep calling in voting, and it charges you, doesn't it? Don't you have to pay for those calls? Yeah, how are they making money?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not here for the money. I'm here for Summer.
I'm not making any money. I wouldn't even know. I don't even know. People say, "Oh, I'm not monetized," or "I lost my monetization." I'm like, I wouldn't know how to tell. How do you tell?
Oh, if you're monetized?
Yeah, how do you tell? Do you know how to tell?
Well, go to the live chat and you can see all the money donated to them. But yes, so if you go to, I think it's their info page. So when you go on, I think you go onto their show. So if I went on YouTube and I looked up like Daisy, okay, and then I think I'm saying this right, and then you can go where it says member, and then how much it to be a member. So let's say it's $2.99. So she's getting, if she has,
Oh, okay, I see. When they're monetized, then they can have members. Okay.
yep. And then, so I mean, like there was one where it was what, $25 to see a video that wasn't played on
Yes.
private, and people play, paid for that.
Hey, Jen R. I think we have a good time over here. We never have to block or time anybody out or anything.
No.
People can say whatever they want here as long as they're respectful. You don't have to agree with us.
Right, Terry. Terry, I agree. They don't want to get a job.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
And they don't want to talk about anybody else because, yeah, well, when you do, nobody likes it and so, I mean, I'm not making money anyway, so I really don't care. I talk about whatever I want to talk about, so.
You are correct, Miss Chewy. You are correct.
Some people are, oh, yes. Yes. I saw that yesterday. Her main mod was saying how this is Summer's channel. And I'm like,
Do you?
I mean, that's what I said in my bullying video. I think Summer, you're doing the things you're doing in Summer's name. Ask yourself if Summer would be proud of you. If she could watch that. It's embarrassing.
My mother.
Summer's channel, like they own that, like they trademarked that.
Well,
no other channel is Summer's channel except for us.
So they're not only making money off in Summer, but they're making money off the wells too. right? By posting,
Yeah.
I don't know, memes and cartoon characters and making fun of them, and and people love that stuff. I mean, hey, look at me! I fell right into that trash can, you know. But luckily, I got out. I got out. But people, they do with their money, I guess, I don't care. It's their money. Let them spend it the way they want to spend it. But you would think that they would spend it on, like, I don't know, maybe ordering some posters or some gas to go put Summer's posters up, or I don't know, anything to help Summer besides give a creator money to bash.
Um, it was somebody else was at a ball game that same night, and they were at a different park. So I don't know what park. But yeah, when did he say he got the phone call? Like
Um,
5 something? I can't remember when he said it. Oh, how much money did she make?
couple hundred last week. Couple hundred last week she did.
Well, yeah, giving it to missing children would have been a perfect idea, wouldn't it?
It would have been. It would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Memes of me.
Miss Chewy, I don't know why she has it out for you, but
Good night, Patty A. Thanks for stopping by. We're glad to see you. Have a good night.
I mean, I just gotta say, you gotta take it with a grain of salt, right? Just
Not just memes, but talking about your old
talking about me.
fat, saggy something.
Yeah, talking about my old saggy ass. I mean, excuse me. I don't got my fat ass in a chair all night behind a mic.
Thanks, Scalded Sky. I really appreciate you.
Good night, KU. I love you.
Good night, KU. Yeah, we'll talk soon. Oh, Patty A. Oh, yes. Good night, Patty A.
Oh, yeah, good night.
Okay, I think we're about done. I don't like to go over 2 hours in here. It's been almost 3. So, okay, thanks everybody for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Hanging out in the bushes. Oh, there you are, Abe.
Sky, good night.
Glad you made it, even though we're done.
Lisa, I think I have to go back down and chat for you to make me a mod. I don't think you can make me one while I'm up here.
Yeah.
Well, I tried. I just next to your name, I think I can do it after I'm done. I have to find you in the live chat because I can't do it here. I
That's
just
what I'm
can put you in. I can put you in timeout, or I can ban you and delete your. Those are my only choices.
Hey, Eve, it was nice to finally talk with you.
You too, Wisconsin Mama. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't been able to talk to you, but
I know. We will. We will soon. Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Well,
Annabelle. Thank you.
I'm gonna go ahead down and chat, honey.
All right. Have a good
Okay.
night, Eve. Thanks for coming up.
You're welcome.
Oh, you too, Aim. Thank you for stopping by. Anastasia, Annabelle, Deborah Ann, thank you. Miss Chewy, Flipside, Rakes, good night. I think I got everybody that's still here. I'm sorry if I missed you, but Scalded Sky.
So,
And Eve, always wonderful to see you, Eve.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us on panel. And we'll see you next week at 9.
Okay. Can I tell everybody that Crime Stories with Miss Chewy, she started a channel of her own. Starts Friday night. And so go on over there, girls, and sub up.
Can somebody put her
Chewy, can you put your link in the chat, please? And then yeah, let's help a summer supporter out here, Oh, awesome, Deborah.
Oh, Deborah Ann can probably put her. Oh, good night, Birdie. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get off here too, Lisa. It's 11, so I should get out of here too.
I know. Okay, thanks everybody for stopping by. And thanks my mods, you're awesome. And my co-host, Wisconsin Mama.
You're awesome too, Lisa.
Oh, there, thanks, Deborah.
How do
Thanks,
you do
Deborah Ann. Now it'll be on the replay too, so people can see it.
Right. Oh, I can't. Oh, she said.
Deborah Ann did.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I didn't realize.
Okay.
I did not realize Miss Chewy was a mod over here. I can't. Not a. Oh,
Okay.
because she wasn't a mod. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. I gotta go to bed too. All right. Good
All
night,
right.
everybody.
Oh, Rakes. Good night, Rakes. I missed you. All
We'll
right.
talk soon.
Good night.
Good night.